I'm Basia Sokolowska, and I'm taking you through my creative environment in alphabetical order. Today is A for Anna Atkins, a Victorian botanist, botanical illustrator, and a pioneer photographer. Anna Atkins is best known for her atlas of cyanotypes of British sea plants. She embraced and employed the newly discovered technique of the cyanotype to create a serious botanical compendium of sea plants. The cyanotype seemed like a very appropriate technique to represent plants, in some ways better than traditional drawing that was used in botanical illustrations. One thing was that the cyanotype was a direct imprint, light imprint of a plant on a photosensitized paper, which allowed one-to-one representation. So the real scale of the plant was represented in the cyanotype. And another thing was that the sea plants contain a lot of water, therefore they let light through. So the cyanotype was also good in that way, that it allowed to reveal the anatomy of the plant. I was inspired by Anna Atkins in her scientific dimension, her ambition to represent the whole class of plants. And I love the blue and white aesthetics of the cyanotypes. And I created my own little botanical atlas, also sort of based around one particular locality. What I did, retaining the aesthetics of the cyanotype, I made a series of drawings of fragments of the Australian native plants. This is, of course, a grevillea, a gumnut. This is a piece of paperbark, I think. This is a Basia branch, more gum leaves, and so on. Also, the color of the cover of my glossary is a tribute to Anna Atkins' blue and white work. But what I find particularly important in her work and her, in a sense, legacy, apart from, of course, the scientific, the botanical dimension of her work, is a sense of tenderness and sensibility to the beauty of the plants, and as well as shells that she represented in her art, because she also made drawings and watercolors of shells for an atlas of shells. What strikes me when I look at her images, that for Anna Atkins, organic beings, whether it's shells or sea plants or seaweeds, they were beautiful creatures treated with a sense of love and reverence, not just objective scientific representations of examples of botanical species. And I share that sensibility, because for me plants are also a very special kind of beings, which are alive and which should be treated with tenderness and a sense of reverence, which are noticed for their beauty. And I think that this is really the most important thing in Anna Atkins' legacy, especially in today's world, where we can see how our natural environment is treated and how much harm that we can do to it. And I think if that attitude was present in more of us, that of tenderness and respect and reverence and appreciation of the beauty of this world, of nature, would be really wonderful.